Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for keeping you waiting, but I've fell behind time. This series in the show, I don't even know if I can pull this off tonight, but practice makes perfect because there's not a lot of helpers out there. Hi, Angela. Hi, Unlisted. Hi, Stephen. That's Stefan, isn't it? Yeah, Stefan. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Mouse. Right, yeah. I've been panicking trying to get on time because I was so relaxed about shit that time just flew past. I had a great time in the garden today. And I'd just like to, before we actually start the show, I watched a video tonight and I wasn't very happy. I'm not falling out with anyone, but I just want to point this out there. I'm not very happy that Wasp said, I know he was giving a for instance, but why mention my name when he's talking about Plisco and babysitting? Just leave me out of that shit because I will just keep coming for people that want to mock me. I just wanted to get that out of the way because that actually did annoy me because there's a lot of wrinkly old pieces of shit on the internet that he could have used, but he put my name into it because I won't go against Plisco unless I see 100% proof. I'll say hello to him or whatever. Whether Plisco likes me or not, I don't know. I don't care. If you don't like me, I'll soon work it out and we'll move on. But I'm going to try and show. I downloaded some Zoom meetings and stuff like that. You've all seen it in the past. But what I'm trying to do is put this stuff out there so others can see it and then we can talk through it and have a good laugh about it, because some of the Zoom meetings I've seen are hilarious. But because I'm new to this StreamYard stuff, not so new to it, but I don't know how to use it all. So first of all, I'm going to put the link up. It's going to take a little while. I still don't know how to do it, but that said, sometimes it goes, sometimes it happens easy, and in other times it don't. Oh, come on, just go along. There you go. See, I'm getting better at it, but I know there's a much easier way of doing it. Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, let's see if that works. God, you know what? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it happens with used people out there as well when you got a dog. When you go live, does your dog keep farting? Let's just get that out of the way. Because every time I do a live, my dog stinks the room out. And I'm wondering if I'm stressing her out. Mind you, I have had a lot of raz on there, so maybe she's thinking, uh-oh, here we go, Paris is off. Yeah. We'll talk about that later, Angela, about Andy Devine sending paedophiles to an old woman's house that had just come out of a mental institute. She didn't even know the person. Andy Devine even gave him the money. We'll talk about that later. Right, let me just look at that, because I've got a funny feeling that I might be able to. I'm not going to let just anyone on because oh fuck, what's happened there? Hang on. How do I pin that fucking? Oh, sorry for swearing, guys, but I've had a beer tonight. I know I shouldn't have had a beer before I come on here, but I'm quite rebellious. I don't know how to pin it. See, that should come up. All right, forget that. If anyone needs the link at some point, I'll Oh, whatever. It's all going wonky already. Let me turn my laptop off because I need the battery life in it so I can nosy on once I've come off of here. Right. Hi, CB. Hi, Marie. Hi, Charlie. Right. You'll have to bear with me because once I get the hang of this, I will master it. Hi, Sabina. Do you know what? I'm going to actually do something, Sabina, right? But I can't say what I'm going to do. Yeah, the boat's great, actually. Do you know what? I actually really enjoyed it here today because it's it's one of the first days where I've been outside all day and I've done loads of stuff outside and I've enjoyed it. And me and my dog are a bit worn out. So we had a really good day, but I've had to go in the camper because I've had a load of rats in there. It smells of rat's poo, but I've managed to get loads of because what happened? We had a tornado here. I know people keep saying a tornado. Yes, a genuine tornado. It's a real word. It really happened, and we had a tornado come through here and it ripped one of my storage boxes to bits, so I had to put all my stuff in the camper. But today I've managed to distribute everything, and now I need to give the camper a really good clean. Wow, 50 beers a day. Yeah, but we're gonna do something with him, Sabina. But I don't want to say too much because as soon as I say too much, it won't work. Be careful. We don't want AJ coming after me, Sabina. Love's hard to find these days. Right. Anyway, so I'm going to try and find this soon. So let me press share to see what happens. Video files. Is that what I do, or is it slides, or is it share screen? Video files. Let's try video files. See, I sort of tried this earlier, but as soon as the sun was out, I was outside and I was like, oh shit, that ain't it. How do I get into my YouTube saved watch later list and all that? It's not on there. That's actually in my computer, that stuff, isn't it? Oh fuck. I've put them in the wrong file then, haven't I? Oh, how am I gonna do that? Because I actually thought it was absolutely hilarious when I watched this Zoom meeting. And I thought we've got to run through this because there's people out there, like I have been in the past, very gullible. I will admit that. AJ and Danny Jones and the rest of them have all, showed me the way. You crack on, Angela. You're cool. Yeah, I don't think Matt like that, Lady Pauline. How you doing anyway? Nikki Cooper. Here we go. Oh no, how am I going to do this now? Because I was expecting to go on share. Right, let me do it again, and then find the videos. What does that do? Share screen sharing is easiest with two monitors. All right. Well, let me turn that off. Let me turn my iPad on. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do this tonight. I thought it'd be easier than I have asked numerous people to help me how to work this out, but they only help people out, Brian and everyone else like that, and then realise they were wrong and later. But I want to bring the wrong uns down. But I suppose that's what the wrong uns say as well. But there's a Zoom meeting out there, and it just. In fact, I didn't even watch it all because I can't. I can't be doing this shit day and night. Oh, are you? Oh, I don't know if I could trust you, Paddy McCarthy. So I can't let you in. Sorry, you'll have to you'll have to earn your stripes here. This ain't gonna be like all the other channels. I'm not having rows and big domestics to get the views. I'm not interested. I'm gonna show idiots out there now. I'm gonna show them up. It makes you laugh though, doesn't it, Safina? Some of the shit they come out with. It's just mirroring. Because when they come out with all this stuff, it's because of that's what they do, because that's how they think. Ronnie Cooper. Yeah, nice one, Roddy. Yeah. I've got lots of saddles. He must be really busy. Yeah, you might as well go away, Paddy, because you've got to earn your stripes before you can come on my I won't ban you, but I'll kick you from the studio. Sorry. It's just the way it is. All right, let's put my friend in here. Oh God. See. I tried to do a little test run on this earlier, but it don't seem to work if you're not actually going live. Oh, how do I get you in here then? Oh, it's gone. I pressed the wrong thing, and I is that it? God, you got to be careful where you put your finger. Why ain't it letting you in? Why is it saying save? What's that do? Oh God, we're having a lesson tonight on how Paris is learning to use StreamYard. Yeah, sorry, Angela. I don't know if I kicked you out or not. I done it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Why is it? Oh, you're in. Hi, Popsy. How you doing? She's gone. Did I kick her? I will be soon, Sabina. I will be soon because I am sick of these cretins on this internet. I'm gonna play a little joke, right? It's gonna take time, right? But because I don't want to get caught out. So if any of you think that I'm doing something untoward, don't attack me. Just go with the flow. You know, I ain't gonna get involved in stuff like that because I will never deprive a father of their children. But what I will say is I think he's mentally unstable. Maybe assisted might help. Andrew, if you want to try and come in again, I'll promise I won't kick you. What does that mean? What, are you getting all upset now, Paddy? Paris went from Andrew Devine's group to the trolls. So am I a troll then now, Paddy? See, the thing is, right, this is what you lot don't get. You start making stupid comments like that, I'll just keep blocking you and you'll have to keep making more accounts and more accounts because I don't want the controversy shit to get content. I want to show people out there, scummy little bastards like Andy Devine and their scummy little scams. And I wanted to show that Zoom tonight because I thought we could have a right laugh about that. But for some unknown reason, I can't find. Well, I'm getting it up on my. In fact, I tried this earlier. And how do I get it up? It all seems so simple, but when you actually go to do it, your channel. Well, I know about my channel, right? I put it all in its own little folder on my YouTube, but now how do I find it? Oh no. I'll tell you what, it's your own fault because there's plenty of people out there that could just assist me on how to use this StreamYard, but they won't, or they can't, or they don't want to. I've nearly used my 20 hours up already this month. You know that. I'm only into about day 5 or 6. So I'm just wasting time. Oh God, I fucked it up, haven't I? Still, we can have a laugh and talk shit anyway. I just thought it'd be really funny tonight if I showed you that Zoom and talked you through it. I don't know. Oh well. We all lose tonight. Never mind. But I can still say Andy Devine's a prick. Thanks, Sabina. I can be a right bastard though, Sabina, when I think I'm right. Okay, let's get rid of Paddy because he thinks he's really smart. We're all going to laugh at you now, Paddy, when you're gone. How about that? How'd you feel about that? Block you, prick. There you go. I bet he feels really important now he's been blocked. He'll have to go over there now unlisted. I've just blocked him. People think that you just want them on there because they like to argue. I haven't got a clue. Midnight. But I know that Andy Devine was bullying John Winower. I am what? You are Paris. I've heard you. I am what, Lady Pauline? Scabby Babs. Jesus Christ, that's another one. People tries to praise her up. Hi, Sister Mary. I bet Paddy feels all lonely now. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, you know, didn't you? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Ronnie, you know, didn't you? There's some funny people on the internet, aren't there? But there's some right bad wrong uns. Right, let me press that share again and see if I can find anything. Video files. So it looks like I've got to put the files that I want into my computer rather than save them on a file on my YouTube. That's what it seems like. God, it's so annoying. I hate all this shit. I'd rather knock a wall down with a club hammer. I can't do it. It's not up there, so I can't do that. I'm not gonna wind myself up all night trying to get that on there because obviously I've put them in the wrong place. So I've got to hang on. Let me just quick look at that. I've got to put on. What's that slides mean? Yeah, no slides. No, forget that. Get rid of that. Video files. So if I put them in downloads, I suppose. Downloads. So I've got to be careful because I don't want to just put none of my family stuff up there because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to fuck. I'm not going to fuck this up and start putting stuff out there that shouldn't be out there. Because my family stuff is my family stuff. Yeah. Of course he is. Who said that? Midnight Raider. Of course he is. Matt Taylor was one of his donkeys. And then when I called Andy Devine out as a scam, Matt Taylor come after me like a little girl. But I had him and all the other crew after me as well. I'm not going to mention some of them because I've kind of not made peace with them, but we just don't get involved with each other. But if push comes to shove and my name's mentioned, I will go for all of them, the bitches and the boys. Doogie Joyce. Who the fuck's Doogie Joyce? 5G Fight Club. Yeah, I'll fight you. I don't care. 5G Fight Club. If you like fighting girls, that's up to you, isn't it? Bring it on. Also, I'll bring my club hammer with me. Is he? Do you know, I see a video of him the other day, right? He was, well, in fact, I was watching two. One of them, he was in the kitchen. I think this was after he's had his mental treatment. He had a fish head with the eye in it and everything, cooking it, a bit of bread, and these black round things with all spikes hanging out of them. And that was his dinner. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. But when you looked at him, he just looks like a really greasy, well, I don't know. It's just like he don't look after himself, and yet he's supposed to be the king of our country. Who's Doogies? Who's Doogies? You keep saying wrong things in here, and I'll just kick you out. I'm not interested in making friends by making enemies. You'll just go. I find it boring. I've been watching this stuff for a couple of years. People arguing, people provoking people thinking, oh, wasn't that good? And then you go in and make stupid comments to me, people. You'd be gone. AJ, naughty boy. Yeah, but he's right, Sabina. He's still dribbling over there. I see one of him where he looked really greasy and he was talking loads of shit, and he actually said, he didn't say he was the surrogate king, he said he was the king. My dog's dropped one again. I've never seen that though, like where you just eat the head. I thought you ate the fish and chucked the head in the bin. Ain't that what you do with a fish? Lily, you need to take control of your bowels. You're just embarrassing. Let me just mute for a minute so I can suck on my vape, because I find vapes annoying on the internet. Do you remember ever seeing that one where John Wynowers were cooking at the back of his car and some guy come up expecting to get something to eat? That was quite funny. Do you know what, right? You say that, Sabina, but there's more truth in that than you think. This is why men attack me, because they can't stand the thought that they want to shag me. Not all men, by the way. But it seems like a few of these men on here actually want to get naughty with me. Yeah, was she American? I didn't know she was American. Yeah, that all went wonky, didn't it? Because he ended up with nothing. But he probably took everything he had anyway. There you go. I got rid of that. Yeah. Yeah. And when you pulled him up on it, AJ, he goes, the surrogate king. Or, well, you didn't pull him up on it. If you pulled Andy Devine up on it or anyone else, you go, no, he says he was a surrogate king. He was standing in for the king until we come back to life. There is a real king, but he don't want to be a king. What is all that about? Oh, man. Yeah, well, we're going to do something about that, Sabina, and hopefully it'll be quite funny. I'm really annoyed I can't get that video up on here, though. I really thought, I was thinking today, oh, right, if I press share and then I go into my YouTube thing, I look for my King's Bench title that I put in there. Everything I wanted to show is in my King's Bench safe, but I don't know how to get to the safe. Didn't he? I don't know. Didn't he want to marry a Nazi woman? I know it was a bit wonky, wasn't it? But it went against the royal family, and he either had to blow her out or step down. Because I know a lot of the women married Nazi men, but I didn't know that it happened the other way around. Perhaps I got it all wrong. Perhaps I should just shut up because I don't want to start ending up people going, "Oh, you're still part of King's Bench." Well, AJ's taken for, unless he's greedy. Is he a swinger? Is it a swinger? Yeah, I think it's a swinger, isn't it? No, a swinger is where you just swap partners, isn't it? A greedy, that's the word. He's not greedy, is he? Oh, I don't know what to do now. So even when I go on my YouTube on my iPad, I can't get into the listed stuff. It comes up all the time. But now I want it, I can't get into it. Press the YouTube. I'm going to have to practice this tomorrow. What? Library. That could be it. Oh, here we go. Library. But how am I going to get it from here to there? King's Bench. Look, it's all there. King's Bench. Oh, man, it's all there. Ah. All right, what am I now going to do? Because I've got loads from I've got videos here that Danny Jones said I could show. Got the King's Bench Magistrates Court, the King's Bench orders to the NZ Detective Inspector. The one I want is the Zoom meetings because I thought that was just funny. That was so funny. Paris threatens to dox kids. Now that was all. Yeah, I did do that. I did threaten, but he had my phones, and I was just trying everything I could to get him to not put my phones out on the internet, and he didn't do that. But he did. He did know they were stolen. Piece of shit. Nilu Chandala Low Lotus. Is that the one? There was this old boy in it. Is that the one there? Let me have a look at that, see if that's it. Why's it got one?
So one of the ideas we had was to do a resource book, like a small leaflet or something, so people had everything to draw on. A bit like myself with the.
Shut up, you backward cunt. Excuse my language. Right, is this it? I've got it on one screen. Let's just move it along, see if they all come back. No, not him. There's Nelly Berry. No, let's go right back to the beginning where everyone introduced themselves. No, it's not that video. Let me try that one. Oh, this is the one. Right. I was trying to explain it to my friend tonight and it just got complicated. But how do I do that? If I press that, share screen, screen sharing is easy with 2 monitors. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Some screens let you share audio. Look at the share audio. Don't show. No. Right, screen sharing is easier with 2. Right, so it's not on. Share screen. Oh, look, I've seen this happen before on other people's. So, but what do I do? It's not happening, is it? What's that? Window. Microsoft Edge tab. StreamYard. No. Oh well. This is what happens when people don't help you. We all lose out. Yeah, I can't do it, so I'm going to have to leave that. Oh well. Let's talk about other stuff. I'll try and do it next time. I'll have to go on YouTube and ask them if they can help me. Edward VIII was the king abducted to Maryland. I mean, at the end of the day, all families are going to have wrong uns in them, aren't they? I think I've come in halfway on that conversation, so. Do you know what? I went on Matt Taylor's last night, right? And he goes, I can't win with you, Paris. I can't win. But what he don't get right is he can't win because he only focuses on my gender. It's like I call him a fat bastard. I talk about his eating habits. I talk about a lot of stuff. But the only thing he can focus on is my gender. And this is why he can't win, because he can't think past that. If he didn't mention my gender at all, and then there would be a pretty good battle. But I'm gonna make peace with Matt Taylor, just like I did with Kaylee. Oh, do you know, I'm really annoyed that I can't play that tonight. Yeah, you can be anyone's dad on here if you want. Oh, was you, Sabina? Oh, you was, weren't you? Yeah. I didn't even do anything, did I? Really? I didn't say much. Yeah, but he has. The thing is, he's took truths and he's twisted and put words in and made things sound really bad, and that's what really started getting my goat up. Because when you go back like 2 or 3 years when it was all fresh, I mean, he's probably thinking, "Oh, is it worth it now?" But back then, it was all fresh, and he was licking Andy Devine's bumhole so bad that he didn't see what he was doing to everyone. I don't know who Diet Chips is. If you keep seeing me mute up, it's because I'm vaping, people. When I'm finished with him, Sabina, he won't want AJ's bum. I actually quite like Matt Taylor, as weird as that sounds. Let the games begin. I actually quite like Matt Taylor, and I would let Matt Taylor take me out for a meal if he was willing to be a reasonable gentleman and open the door for me and stuff, and stop keep calling me a guy. A slice of cake, 12 quid. Fucking hell. What sort of cake is that? Oh, in Harrods. Oh well. You got to feed Fayad's needs, haven't you? Hi, that wee guy. Hi. Can we all shorten our names, please? Because I just haven't got the time of day for that shit. Just call yourself one or two words. I don't want to read the title out before I have to read what you're saying. It's ridiculous. I'm going to call you wee guy, okay? Oh, a slice of Nikki Lee. I don't know what that is. Is that a person or a cake? Is that how many records he sold? 22 million. It's quite impressive, isn't it, when he has to build a shed in his own garden? Hi, Sharon. Because Jeanette Archer's a wrong un. That's why, Ronnie. Why would a wrong un talk out about a wrong un? I'm going to try and put Matt in a new light. I'm going to try and make Matt Taylor see the light and how beautiful life can be. I know he fancies me, Sabina, and I'm very open-minded with people. But if they're horrible, I mean, look, at the end of the day, people call me horrible, but I am not. I've got a heart of gold. But if you cross me, I'm one of the horriblest people on there. Well, not the horriblest, but I just can be really horrible. So if you got royalties, you would have loyalties. Is that right, wee guy? Sharon Swinston is a clone. Most people are clones on here. Thompson. We had them on here the other day. Every other person was a clone. It's quite funny. I couldn't keep up with it. It made the show. No, I'm not. But if someone got to Matt Taylor's heart, is what I'm saying, they could enlighten him about the rights and wrong of life. Thanks for coming on, Sabina. I applied for a job the other day, and it's really looking like they don't like transgender women. which is a bit annoying because I'm not there to be looked at and judged. I'm there to serve customers. Not like that. Well, I said to him the other day, because I put a few, this is how I caught him out, right? I went on Matt Taylor's the other day, right? And right at the beginning, I made a few comments, right? And I knew that the fireworks would kick off. Admittedly, I blocked a few of them people when they come in here, right? But my comment should have created fireworks. It wasn't a horrible comment. It's just my name creates fireworks, right? So no one was taking no notice of what I was saying, right? And then I thought, okay, he's obviously blocked me. So I talked to a friend of mine and I said, go in there and tell Matt Taylor to unblock me, right? So they've gone in there and they went, Matt Taylor, unblock Paris. And then people in the chat was going, have you blocked Paris, Matt? Right. And then he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I made another comment and then the comment come up, right? Now, Matt Taylor responded to that comment, but he didn't respond to any of the other comments that I'd done before. That was before I contacted my friend and told him, because I said, if you don't unblock me, I'm going to block you from my show. And he sneakily went off, unblocked me. And then when I made a comment, it looked like I wasn't blocked. See, these are the sort of things you've got to learn, Matt Taylor, if you want to take me out on a date. Because I know you're bursting to take me out on a date. You're paying, by the way. There's lots of Brians. Oh, you're talking about Brian Harvey? Yeah, but I've seen Brian Harvey do some horrible things because someone said, oh, that's not their name and this and that, and he's gone, oh, you've lied to me. But most people don't want to come on here with their real name. Oh, my cat's snoring. If he ends up being a good boy mouse, he could turn it around. I'm offering him that opportunity because I know he fancies the pants off of me, and I only know that because loads of people keep telling me. I'm quite a lovely girl. I've got quite a lovely figure. I'm a catch. And if Matt plays his cards right, I'm not messing about. If Matt plays his cards right, I would let him take me out. But he needs to drop all this crap. He needs to devote himself to me as much as he did to Andy Devine. But I don't expect his tongue up my arse as far as it went up Andy's. Oh God, you know what? I'm so annoyed about that tonight. How can I put that right? How can I do that? I wonder if, okay, right, let me think about this. Let's do that again. Right. Was it that one? It was that one, wasn't it? Right, so no, it weren't that one, it was that one, wasn't it? So how do I get that from there to my computer? What's them three dots do? Save to play, share video. Share video. Oh, right. Copy link. No, I don't want to copy it, I want to play it. Right, let me think about this. How would this go? Email. But I haven't got my email on there, have I? Let me just open that up, see if I've got my email on there. No, desktop, download documents, pictures. More, let's press more, see what's on more. Excuse me. Reminders, add to notes, to Facebook, add to reading list, copy, more again, add to reading list, copy. Oh God, I thought I might have got away with it there. Right, hang on, let's copy that. Did it copy it? Let me do it again, just to make sure. Share. Copy link. Copied. But how am I going to get it from there to there? No. I thought I had an idea there, but no, don't worry. Like I say, we all lost out there. Did he block Sabina? Yeah, I'll ask him next time I go on there, actually, because now I know I'm not unblocked. I mean, now I know I'm not blocked. I'll ask him. Is he? Oh. Matt Taylor, stop live streaming me, or I will not let you take me out on a date. Now, don't sit there like you're Miss Charlie Potatoes and you don't want everyone to know that you fancy the fuck out of me. Unblock Sabina and stop streaming me, okay? Because the doors are closing. You need to change your ways and start being a nice person if you want to take me out on a date. Because I've been on my own for a long time as well, you know. Hi, Tiger. Yeah, hopefully I'll get this Zoom meeting up next time. I'm going to have a chat with. Well, I've tried to have a chat with people for ages, but I just don't seem to get anywhere. Yeah. Let's all give Matt another chance because he does seem like he's getting a bit down. I actually thought his live was all right last night. It wasn't too heavy. He was having a bit of a laugh. Yeah. He can be a nice guy. He's definitely a funny guy. But when he goes off a track, that's when it brings out the ugliness in him. I don't agree that he's got bigger tits than me, though. That's what he reckons, but I don't believe that for 1 minute. My tits are coming along quite nicely. What is that? See, Matt Taylor, if you unblock Sabina, she'll give you another chance. See, people are always willing to leave the door open. Yeah, but let's face it, Thomas, he was already locked up when he went in the army. That's like being locked up, isn't it? I've been in the army cadets when I was young, and like even then, things you're so restricted. So God knows what it's like being in the actual army. We used to go on army barracks, see what it was like. Very disciplined. I reckon he fancies me more than you, AJ. Don't start a war. Me and you are going to have to chuck the keys in the jar and see what set of keys Matt Taylor pulls out. If you don't pull mine out, I'll never talk to him again. I feel quite randy tonight, actually, talking about Matt Taylor. Perhaps I've been on my own too long. I don't know. It's probably because I'm taking my HRT that my whole process is changing. Yes, OJ's going to feel like he's wounded. I've stole his I don't know what you call it. His idol. No, he's not his idol or whatever. Do you know what? I actually get chatted up a lot on Facebook, but I just block everyone. Hi, Angela. Oh, don't be so mean, Thomas. We all get fat in the winter. I've put on a few pounds. That's why I hurt my leg when I was up the tree. When I had a rope up there, and when I climbed down, I was feeling it. I was like, oh my God, I've put on a few pounds because I'd just come down on my hands rather than use my legs as well. Mind you, I had the harness on, the spikes of rope, as it, and I had a few things added to me, but I had to let myself down the rope, and yeah, I felt quite heavy. But I mean, I was out in the garden all day today, running around doing stuff, and I was like, yeah, summer's on its way. The pounds will start dropping. The bikinis will come out. Do you know what? Grobnob is one of the most vile people on the internet. There's no point in him. He has no point on the internet. I'm not going to call Matt Taylor a pedo. I've done that because he had my phone. So I don't know how many times I have to keep reiterating that. I went for him and I wanted to hurt him because I wanted them phones back badly. He's called him, yeah, he has called himself one actually, AJ. I was on there when he called himself it. Well, what's the matter with your picture? Oh, right. Well, that's not exactly porn bombing anyone, is it? Showing a belly button. Is it AJ's belly button, Sabina? you shouldn't have pointed that out. Now everyone's going to attack you for that. Why have you got AJ's belly button on your avatar? Was that Jackie Blue? Another man in drag. Well, I don't know what that means. What's this SMFH mean? Oh my God, how many people ask me this? I had someone here, staying here, named Clarice Gutman, okay? I put her up because Andy Devine put a call out because she was homeless and sleeping on concrete floors and was hungry. So I put her up here for 4 weeks. After 2 weeks, I found her a most repulsive, greedy person I've ever met in my life. And because I live on a boat, she used to talk to her friends in America a lot, but I gave her my bed and everything. Definitely didn't sleep with it. I was on the floor. Don't worry about that. I chucked the mattress away after as well. And once the 4 weeks was up, because I honoured the 4 weeks, even though I fell out with her after 2 weeks. We'd had big rows. I was going to show a video, but I think I've deleted it, to be fair, because it was a while back. And then I said to Andy, you need to fucking get this thing somewhere else to stay. But anyway, Anne Maria Sarsfield was her friend over here. So after putting her up for 4 weeks, no cost to her at all, I drove 100 miles and dropped her off at Anne Marie Sarsfield's. But she only stayed there a couple of weeks and it was her best friend. And then she went from there to Matt Taylor's. No one stays on my boat, okay? My 2 phones were on this boat and they ended up at Matt Taylor's house. And I didn't find this out till about a month, 2 months later when I bought myself a drone. This drone come with a set of goggles, and to use the goggles you had to have an iPhone 5. You put the iPhone 5 in the goggles, you put the goggles on, and then you got a 3D of your drone flying around. I've looked everywhere. I couldn't find them, but I'd got them out while she was here. And I used to go out nearly every day back then, and she searched all through my boat and stole my fucking phones. And she had me over for £200. And let's hope that I've cleared that up for everybody and I don't have to talk about it again. Okay? Now, I spoke to a DC Manford because he saw one of my lives and he heard about the phones that had been stolen because they raided Matt Taylor's house and lo and behold, Matt Taylor had my 2 phones. So they got in contact with me, and the only way they could get in contact with me was went through the phones and they found a contact in them phones. They got in touch with that contact, which was a member of my family, and they gave them my number because I had a new number. And then they asked me if I wanted to press charges. That's how that whole story had ended up. But let me tell you about Clarice Gutman. She come over to England on a 6-month holiday with her children, showing her children the experience. Her children have got learning difficulties. I'm not too sure about the benefit system in America, but her husband lived over here. She was going to try and make her life over here with her children on benefits. But she got rumbled and the system took her children from her. And then the children ended up with her ex-husband's mum and dad. And going by some of the conversations that Clarice Gutman had in my boat, because you couldn't get away from hearing what she was talking about because she was so loud. She was talking completely different to her friends in America to how she was talking to people over here. And I worked it out. She come over here with them children. She even brought a dog with her. And she said that the dog had to be with her children because they had disabilities. But I find it very funny that her husband's mum and dad ended up with the children and Clarice Gutman still had the dog. So the dog was no benefit to the children at all because she still had the dog. The children didn't have the dog. The lie that she said in America where she has to have the dog because it calms the children down. If that's the case, she's got to be the worst mother in the world to not give her ex-husband or husband, whatever it was, the dog for the children. And the next point I would like to make, she had 5 suitcases. And some of them cases were full of the children's toys and clothes. Now, why would you keep them if you love your children so much? And that's where I left the story. But I do believe she went back to America without her children. And it wouldn't surprise me if she still had the dog. But when she gave her dog for someone to look after, why she stayed here, because I said, you can't bring the dog here, Clarice, because my dog will kill it. So she left her dog with that little wanker, Frank McCruan or something, or one of his friends. And I heard through the grapevine the dog wasn't even trained. It used to shit all over their house. So that's the picture I'm painting of Clarice Gutman. She don't give a fuck about her kids. She lied about the dog. She didn't give the kids their clothes or their toys. She stole my 2 phones and she had me over for £200. And then I was going against the King's Bench all this time because they constantly said I was a liar and a horrible person. And this was the group that I gave £1,000 to. And if we really want to look into it, I can go through my bank account and show everyone the amount of money that I give all the different people in that group to help them out because they was having troubles or they was doing charities. It was like a little supermarket in the King's flag, the global jury, the King's bench, whatever you want to fucking call it, because they're still out there scamming people and they've been on here for a long while. And you would think by now they would have mastered stuff and they would have saved a lot of people. But you've got people like John Patterson that was gaslit and mugged off in prison. You've got people like the old girl, what was her name? God, I mentioned it earlier. She was in a nut house. They kept phoning the nut house. They stopped all phone calls because of them. And then they sent a paedophile round her house when she come out of a mental home to interview her. And the little toe rag was sniffing round her house and talking about her mortgage deeds while he was there. And no one found that weird. This is the group that we're dealing with. Absolute scum. And I'm not going anywhere until I destroy them. All because Anne-Marie Sarsfield come in here the other day and tried to make me look like a bad person. Yes, she did talk to me nice at first. But when I drove that 100 miles to drop this Clarice Gutman off, they shut the door in my face. I didn't even get offered to use the toilet or have a cup of tea before I come back home. And I even had to unload the cases myself. There was 5 heavy suitcases. You would have thought this person was a celebrity, but that was all the kids' stuff in her cases. That's how much she loved her children. She was here for a month and she had all that stuff here and her kids had nothing. Have I cleared that one up? You're entitled to your delusions. Who's that? SS. Who's SS? Oh, Sharon Swinton. I ain't going to get involved in your little side domestics. I've got enough going on in the world. You can all slag each other off as much as you like in the chat, but soon as I realise you're a wrong 'un and you're from the other side, you're gone, never to be seen again. That means out of this group, we don't want people twisting things and saying I'm going to murder them. Because this has happened before with some drama queens. Let me mute myself. I've just noticed I've got some private chat going on here. Got a message from Paddy McCartney. Hi Paris, do you realise how many trolls you have in your chat? It doesn't matter, Paddy, does it? There's still people, and as soon as they get rude, they're gone. Paris, all you have to do is run your mouse over Paddy McCarthy and click add to stream. What is it you think I have done wrong? I don't know, I thought you made a nasty comment. Perhaps I got it wrong. I can't take that back though, can I? If your comment looked wrong, it looked wrong. Oh, did you, Thomas? Was that your name then though, Thomas? See, when people change their names and that, it's just like starting fresh. Also, did you not press charges in the end, Paris, regarding Taylor being in possession of your stolen phones? No, because he said he didn't know they were stolen. He said that Clarice Gutman swapped them with me and she gave them to him. Isn't that nice of her to give him 2 phones? So Matt Taylor, I mean, you've got to remember, Matt Taylor was some sort of police in the military or something. He knows what he's doing. He said he didn't know they were stolen, but yet he come to me and I confronted him on one of my lives here. You told me you would give me joking to get out joking. Knew I had silver coin. I like to deal. Oh, right, there we go. Are we? Oh, here we go. We're still here. Right, yeah. I don't know what happened there. I think the signal was so bad it didn't kick me out. It just put me back in the back room. Am I all right now, Lady Pauline Smith? Oh, is it Tom? Yeah. So I recognise that name. No, I don't. No. See, the thing is, so much has happened since the Andy Divine days that a lot of these people, because I had a load of people that I talked to after the Andy Divines group, and then I went in the Wasp group, and do you know what I mean? There's so many people that I've met. Am I still breaking up? Yeah, it's a bad reception tonight. It is bad. It's showing full on my laptop, but it kicked me out. So I don't know what to say about that. But we'll see if we can patch it up with Matt Taylor. Because me and Matt Taylor have gone to war for quite a while, and I just want to call it a day. Because I'm sure he wants to take me out for a meal. Oh, it's all right now, is it? Oh, good. We see it. I mean, my battery's going a bit low now anyway, but I don't know. I don't know who to have a chat to get so I can get this Zoom on here because we could have a right laugh with that. I reckon. I've got it all in my iPad. Well, it'd be on my YouTube on my laptop. But how do I do it? Let me try again. Right, press share. What am I like? I'll press share. What about if I got rid of that? No, see, I'm just back here. Right, let me press that again. Share. Press share screen. Share screen. What does that do? It's a bit stupid that I've got to practice how to use this while I'm on here, isn't it, really? What about if I press that? So if I do that... Oh my God, look what I've done now. I've got a bit further. Now, how do I get to share my YouTube? Well, you can't even see anything on that bloody screen, can you? So how the hell am I meant to share anything on it? Let me turn my thingy on, Let me get YouTube up. Let me get... Was it that one? Yeah, that one. Open letters. No, I don't want you. Go away. Yeah, I just don't get it. So I've got two screens. See, nothing's happening. So I've got that far. What does that do? If you can't see any of the writing, you can't just press on anything, can you? Oh, the signal is low on that, though. Got a bad signal. Oh, what's them three dots? So move the stream, full screen layout, no. Oh, God, this is so annoying. I've got so many friends, but I don't know how to do fuck all on here. I've only been on here 5 years, do you know what I mean? What is that? Yeah, it says here connection's unstable. No, I'm not gonna do my brain in about it. Should have helped me before, and then we could have had a right laugh about that. Yeah, never mind. Why? What's the matter, Angela? Yeah, they might have just timed you out for a little while, Angela. Might have timed you out for 5 minutes. Did you make a naughty comment? You might have said something about me, Angela. You know Matt Taylor fancies me. You've probably got his back up. Yeah, but how do I get that zoom onto here? Do that. Share screen. Do that. Where was that full screen thing? I can't even remember how I've done that now. How did I fucking do that? Oh, I went on that, didn't I? I went on that. Press share. Oh God, the phone's ringing now. Angela, if that's you phoning me, I can't answer it, but I'm going off in a minute anyway. Because when I start trying to do something and it don't work, full screen layout. No, I'm not going to do it because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to share stuff where people can just attack me. Not that I've got anything bad on my computer. I'm just not showing my family stuff. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Right, I'm going to go off, guys. Thanks for coming on anyway, and I'll try my best to get this because tonight was going to be all about this Zoom meeting because it's an hour long, and it to me it's funny. It is funny, but bless you all for coming on, and I'll come back on in a couple of days. What is today? Is it Wednesday or something? Yeah, Wednesday. I'll come on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, I'll come on at Friday at 8 o'clock. But if you don't see the notification up there tomorrow night at some point, you know I'm going to leave it till Saturday because sometimes it gets busy on here Friday, but sometimes it gets busy on here Saturday. So I'm going to try and come on Friday. And if that fails, I'll come on Saturday. Thanks for all coming on anyway. Now I can have a good old suck on my vape. Oh, bless you all. Good night.